Well, this next lady is one that we have all been waiting for. Ingrid Klimke, the hot favourite here this weekend with SAP Hale Bob OLD, the reigning European champions, and they come here with every chance of extending their international winning streak to 4 in a row. This horse...
Sorry.
I mean, I think, Bettina, he's been a superstar of German eventing for a very long time, hasn't he? And
absolutely, but so is Ingrid. I mean, I don't think there's anyone in this field with as much experience as Ingrid has in this dressage arena. I mean, she obviously rides very successful up to Grand Prix level. Look at that hold.
Well, she absolutely nails the first movement of this test. We have flashbacks of Wiesbaden in 2016 where she scored 27.3 then. That would translate to 18.2. That would be a new record if she can keep it up.
Can she do it, Bettina?
Well, I'm sure she can. Look at this extended trot. That was stunning.
2 9s and an 8 to start it off, backed up by 2 more 8s and a 7.5. This is the caliber of test that we're looking for.
Trending 17.5. This is the challenge for Oliver Townend's current lead. He's on 22.8, but this is the combination with the best average score in the field.
And if you compare with the other horses would be naturally bigger movers. But this is just so perfectly trained, which Ingrid is just a master of doing that.
And she's a master of delivering a test, isn't she? Every marker will be spot on.
Exactly. Again, look at this. You'll be pushed not to give a 9 or a 10 for that. Certainly a 10 for that hold.
She actually, that was sort of speechless personified there. We all
I'm waiting for the scores. A 9.5, that is very close to a 10, but not quite. Still exceptional scores across the board for that halt.
And the thing that I would say is, Bettina, you've already mentioned this, is beautiful trot work, already trending almost 4 penalties above our leader. But I think the horse's best gate's still to come. He's all round. He's not naturally got the biggest trot. It's through training.
Exactly, and that's what you like to see as a judge, but also as a trainer. You like to see that the horse is trained to its full, ability, and that's certainly what Ingrid is doing. So there as well, she really rides every walk step.
Well, I've been looking forward to this test all week, and it's living up to the hype and the potential as we go into the canter.
You see how early she prepares that movement. She comes onto that center line, signals to the horse already half past right, softens the horse to the right, and that's again what the judges like to see. They see a movement being prepared and then just very well executed.
Well, she's still looking to trend below that Event Rider Masters record dressage score. That is the first 6 we've seen, Bettina.
Yeah, the Kent, again, we're coming back to quality of basic paces. He's a very fast horse and a very good jumper, but from a dressage point of view, you would like to see him a little bit more uphill in the canter, and that's probably why he's not scoring quite as high in the canter than he has done in the trot.
Well, the Event Rider Masters record is Thomas Carlyle and Upsilon, who scored 30.8, which translates to 20.5, doesn't it, Sam?
Yeah, we've got a mark to find here, and I'm a little bit worried at this point, Nicole, because we haven't seen so far today the biggest marks coming out in the canter work. We've seen the bigger marks coming out in the trot work. We know Ingrid has very, very good canter work in the locker with this horse, still trending at 21.8. I think we're looking at our new leader, but whether we're looking at an Event Rider Masters record or not is very much on the wire at the moment.
I would say Ingrid will have a quick look at the board, and when she goes for the extended canter, she will try and squeeze that extra mark out. Oops.
Now,
that was a shame because that was a little bit ahead of the 8.
That'll be interesting to see her scores as they come in, because she's actually creeping closer to Oliver Townend now. I think, though, with the collectives providing there's no disaster at the end of this test, Bettina, she will be our new leader.
I would think so, because especially at the bottom mark, see, there's the flying change, which was slightly ahead of her 8. So The judges saw that.
Ingrid Klimke coming up the final centre line with SAP Hale Bob OLD here in leg 2 of the event Rider Masters here in Wiesbaden. She's trending on a score of 23. Our leader is Oliver Townend, 22.8. But those collective scores have got to come in, a 9 for her final halt, and they're going to go out in front.
I would think so. I think the collective marks will be definitely pushing her into the lead.
Sam, you said you've been looking forward to this test all week. Did it live up to the expectation?
Oh, it absolutely did. I mean, the level of training and execution, those 3 halts, I think, just sums up to me what every rider in this sport should be looking to do, to absolutely execute a test to perfection. And I think every score, every mark above 8 that she gets now in these collectives is going to pull that score down, the penalty score down, the percentage score up, and I think it's going to take her past our current leader, Oliver Townend.
The one thing I would note, though, Sam, is she's not going to have a pole in hand in the jumping.
She's not, and I think that's going to be interesting. We could have a real flip-flop here. I would make them slight favourites ahead of Oliver on the cross-country phase to add some less penalties. But in the show jumping phase, it will be all to play for.
Well, this was one of the highlights of the test, Bettina. We'll just get to see this halt from a different angle. I mean, it wasn't nearly
look at that. But it's something, I mean, riders hate, a lot of riders hate to practice the test. And that is one movement I know Ingrid practices a lot, which is the halts.
Perfection is the aim of the game. Well, that's their final flying change. But 22.2, she goes out in front. We've a new leader here in Wiesbaden, and it is the home favourite, Ingrid Klimke and SAP Hale Bob OLD out in front. And in fact, you agree at home on the spectator judging app score as well. 25.5, you've judged her. It doesn't matter, though. She's out in front. She is the one to beat.
She definitely is indeed. Ingrid, congratulations. You are finishing as our leader going into the show jumping after your dressage test. You must be delighted.
Yes, I'm really happy because now SAP Hale Bob OLD is in wonderful shape and he is really so mature. It's a full pleasure to ride him. So now I can enjoy it, riding him in the dressage ring.
And we were just talking of he's an exceptional jumper, and with the exception of Badminton last year, you're expecting him to go clear this afternoon.
Yes, normally he's really a very good jumper and clever and clear. Badminton was really a very bad, whatever happening, shit happens, you can say. But afterwards, at the Europeans, he was clear that was more important. And so I'm very happy with him.
And really pushing towards the podium. I can feel like you're fired up, ready to go. You've got the competition in your eyes.
He's now 14, so I have him now since he was 5. So now I can really enjoy and go for it.
And hypothetically, if we find you on the podium, who's going to be joining you on the podium?
I haven't honestly followed the results of dressage while I was riding the other horses, but this is not a dressage competition. For sure there can be easy a run out in the cross country or also in the show jumping, and I'm pretty sure that a few of them are very keen to give their very best here, so it will be a very exciting day tomorrow.
Well, I think they're going to be pushing you all the way to the wire, Ingrid. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you. Cross the fingers.